Hello, my name is Aaron. Today I'm going to take you through the day in the life of a circus performer and what I eat to fuel my training. So, for breakfast what I've got here is a kefir yogurt bowl that I made. So kefir is similar to yogurt, but it is more of a liquid form. So to thicken it, I put a little bit of gelatin in it to create a more yogurt-like consistency. If you're interested more about kefir, I can do a video on that. But it's basically something that's really good for your gut. And then on top of that, I've got a bunch of banana and some blackberries with some flaxseed sprinkled underneath for some healthy fats and omega-3s. And yeah, this is what I'm having. This is what I'm going to have before training. And it gives me lots of energy, and it's like relatively light as well, even though it is quite voluminous because it's not too high in like fiber or anything like that, which would obviously keep me super satiated, but probably a little bit too full if I had, for example, oats. I find that it's a little bit heavy versus this, which is kind of light and nice before I go train. So this is my breakfast, super delicious. So I'm going to eat this and then I'll see you in a bit. So just taking you through my workout after that breakfast. I started out with some hand balancing, so working on all of my basic shapes, really just getting them nice and solid and getting some long holds in. Right now I'm training for a show, which is super exciting. So I'm just really working on the basics and getting my handstands ready for some of the more advanced tricks I'm going to be putting in my routine. So after I did about half an hour of these floor work handstands, I usually do some on canes, as you can see here. On this day I did not have time because I had to come back to teach a contortion class. So unfortunately I didn't get to do that today, but here is some clips of me working on some sequences for my routine. I'm super excited for this, and just hopefully I can get it together nice and easily without too much stress. But after that I worked on some strength. I did mostly weights here and a little bit of press work. So here I'm working on my stolder press. So I'm working stolder press / planche. So I'm really working my front deltoid strength in this position. Just trying to bring my feet in line each time with the kettlebells, and nice and slow on the way down. I did a little circuit of 4 sets for each exercise. I didn't film them all, but I did squats, pull-ups, handstand push-ups, and these like elevated push-up type things as well. So it was 4 exercises with 1 minute rest in between, and I kind of did this in a circuit style for 4 times. Here's me grinding through a set of squats. They didn't actually feel too bad today, but sad life on the 70 kilo squats. And yeah, that was my workout. Alright, I've just come back from the gym and I taught a contortion class after that. And now I am hungry, ready for lunch. I've got a very simple lunch today. What I've got is basically a little bit of a celery salad here. It's got celery, and then I've got some mixed black beans and kidney beans that I made earlier today. And I'll show you a little thing. And I do this in the pressure cooker, and I do a batch cook about like 1 kilo sometimes, because I eat a lot of beans. They've like got a lot of fiber, which is really good for your gut health, because basically when you eat fiber, it goes down through your digestive system, and then the bacteria in your gut eat and feed on the fiber and the black beans and in the celery, and then that makes them healthy basically. And a healthy gut is a healthy body and a healthy mind. So I love beans. They help keep me full. If you get like digestive issues with them, it's usually because you're not used to it or because you're not cooking in a proper way. Like I soak and draining them, and this gets rid of the harmful parts where it's hard to digest. Some of the toxins that come along with them, they just get drained out, and so you just get all the benefits. But yeah, I've got some like garlic and onion in here as well, and the beans to really give them like a nice flavor. So I'm gonna eat this, and yeah, I'm very hungry now. Training done. And yeah, I'll see you for the next snack. Along with my meal, I'm going to be having a few different supplements. These are all the supplements that I take. So I've got creatine here and some fish oil, high dose strength, and also some vitamin D because it's winter and it's freezing cold and I'm not getting a ton of sun all the time. And just like a really good precaution all around to make sure that you're getting enough vitamin D. And I'm just going to pop the creatine in this water bowl and drink this. I drink the creatine after the workout. If you don't know what creatine is, it's basically something that's found in like meat and eggs and stuff, but like there's like a synthetic one, of course, but you don't really get a lot of it, and so that's why we like supplement it and stuff like that. And it's good for strength and basically muscle building. Then the fish oils are for like brain health. It's like an essential fatty acid basically, so it's really important for your body. So I take those and I do notice some benefits. For me, I take these fish oils primarily actually because of the mental benefits. It's good for like depression. Like I read that a bit because it helps like the serotonin receptors and stuff like that. And I did notice the benefit when I started taking these. Now I kind of normalize it, but I do really believe that they are good. So I'm just going to take these. I'm taking these along with my meal that I just had, the black beans and kidney beans with the celery salad. As well as that, I've also got the fish oil tablets, which has got fat in it, and I didn't have any fat in that meal. So this will help me digest all of like the fat-soluble nutrients within that meal. Make sure I'm getting like the most out of it. But yeah, these are all the supplements I take. Pretty much all just the basics. I think they're really good for health and my performance. So yeah, that's my supplements. So I've just finished my pole workout and now I'm having a little post-workout meal. So what I've got here is, the lighting's a little bit off, but some oranges and some nice crisp apple. And I've got 3 boiled eggs for a bit of protein to refuel my muscles. So there's a bit of carbs, a bit of protein, and it's just like easy to make because there's no meal prep. Obviously I boiled the eggs earlier, but apart from that it's just instantaneous. So it's a really good snack. I usually have like 4 meals a day. I kind of count this as a meal because it's pretty decently big. And it just really works for me, especially when I'm training a lot. If I have like 3 meals, I just get really full and bloated. I've been feeling pretty bloated today anyway. So this is kind of good to just split things up. And yeah, I'm gonna go enjoy this and then do some editing of this video that I've been doing. So yeah, hello, I'm having my final meal now. It's been a busy day. I've just been out getting a refund for a blender that I broke, unfortunately, which was annoying, but it was good that I got the refund. So anyway, my dinner is a little bit of a repeat of my lunch that I had. I've got these same kidney and black beans that I cooked up and that I meal prepped. I am someone who eats a lot of the same foods again and again and again, especially when I'm meal prepped. It's just super efficient and easy. Then I've also got some boiled yams, if you can see these. So these are like a kumara, a sweet potato, but slightly more fruity tasting, but that's a starch, like a potato kind of food. And I've got a coleslaw salad. That is this white thing that you can see. I just dropped food on the ground. 10-second roll, guys, 10-second roll. But I've got a little coleslaw salad here, and yeah, that is my dinner. I might have a little bit of a second bowl, we'll see, but this is what I'm eating. Super delicious. And yeah, I put some like garlic, extra garlic in the beans to give it even more flavor because I needed it. But yeah, so this is gonna be my dinner. If you're wondering, I eat quite a lot of beans and stuff like that. I'm not 100%, I'm not like vegan or even vegetarian. I did eat vegetarian today. I used to be, but I've kind of have a more flexible approach. Not necessarily flexible, but like I eat a mixed omnivorous diet. It really just depends on the day. I really do feel the benefits of eating more plant-based foods in terms of like satiety, and I do just feel good with them. So I've always kind of stuck with that. And yeah, but I don't think anything's wrong with necessarily eating meat, but it's just something that this is kind of my diet and it's worked so far for me, so I kind of keep it the same. I think everybody like has different versions of a diet that works for them, but it's really just finding the foods that work for you and then sticking with those, and then really just keep going and making adjustments if there's anything that you need to really find the most like optimal balance. But yeah, I'm gonna go enjoy this. That is my full day of eating complete. It's the next morning now because I filmed an outro last night and I was just editing and the sound didn't work, of course. But yeah, that is my food intake for the day. My number one tip, number one piece of advice when it comes to nutrition is really sticking with whole foods, and then from there just finding and trying the foods that work for your body. There's so many different diets out there: carnivore, vegan, vegetarian, animal based, all of these different approaches, and they can all work. And the main thing I would say is really just sticking with the whole foods, because that is what your body has been evolutionarily designed to eat. And when you're eating these new and processed foods, your body can't understand it and process these nutrients in the same way. So yes, with that being said, and then from there, it's really just going back to testing how each of these foods feel in your body, you know, trying out how meat feels, how fruit feels, how beans feel, and how they feel at different times, and really just going by how your energy, how your mood, how your satiety is going. If you want to get really fancy, you can do blood work to really see how, you know, those foods are affecting you at an internal or physiological level. But otherwise, energy and how you're feeling is a great indicator. And really just trying those different foods out, the different eating patterns. But mostly it's really just eating whole foods is probably the number one thing you can do, the 80%, the 80-20 of nutrition. And then just kind of going from there. Don't get attached to any one diet. Don't put yourself in a box. Really just listen to your body, and from there, you know, take inspiration from different ideas and diets and ways of eating, but it all has to work in your body, otherwise it's useless. So yeah, this is what I eat too, that works for my body at the moment, and of course that's always changing, but it is what it is. And yeah, so I'm just going to quickly bring up the macronutrients and energy intake calories that I eat in a day, if you're interested in that. So I do track my food, and this is just so that I get an objective kind of viewpoint of what I'm eating, and I find it helpful to really just see in an objective way, because sometimes I can be emotional. I am someone who's very invested in nutrition and the health of my body, and sometimes if I actually don't track, I feel more anxious. So it's maybe not the most ideal thing, but it's something that I do. So in terms of energy intake today, I've eaten 2,400 calories. So I am slowly increasing my food intake, trying to gain a little bit of muscle. Right now my calories are not super high if you're familiar with energy intake. This is just because I've been
getting relatively lean for a while, and so my metabolism is a little bit suppressed. Whenever you lose weight, eat less, etc., etc., it causes a metabolism lowering effect, which is totally normal and totally fine. And then when you eat more, it will gradually increase, and that's what I'm doing now. I'm trying to build a little bit of muscle and trying to eat a little bit more. In terms of my protein's pretty high, and my carbs are pretty high. My fat is quite low today, but I'm not too concerned with that because I've had the fish oils, so I know that I'm getting those essential fatty acids, as well as the eggs. I feel pretty secure knowing that I'm getting all of those nutrients in, and just prioritizing the carbs and the protein for the energy and performance. I don't think it matters too much, but this just kind of works for me. I also like the foods that I like tend to be higher carb, higher protein, versus higher fat in general. So this is just kind of what I go for. Sometimes I do have a little bit more fat, but this is just what I had today. So yeah, don't take this as a guide in terms of how much you should eat. This is just how much I eat. Some people eat way, way, way more, and some people eat less. And it really just depends on how your body is, like how fast your metabolism is, etc. For me, the point of tracking this food is just so that I can get an idea of my baseline of what I'm eating on an everyday basis, and I can change that if I want to lose or gain weight. Of course, it's not that as simple as just eating more or less, because usually there's you have to change the foods to kind of make that feel good. Example being, if you're trying to eat less, you've got to probably eat more fruits and vegetables so that you don't feel starving hungry. Otherwise, you're going to start eating more pretty soon once you get hungry. And likewise, when you're trying to eat more, you probably have to eat a bit more less satiating foods, like more fat, more tastier carbs and stuff like that, so that you're not full and bloated all the time. With all that being said, I hope you have enjoyed this full day of eating. Thank you guys for watching. Because it's YouTube, remember to like, subscribe. It really boosts the algorithm and helps these videos be seen. So yeah, anyway, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you all.